Still working on getting our Batt Bridges figured out here. Figured I'd do some testing to see what our resistors were putting out. So I got our multimeter set to the 200 milliamps. Got the black lead hooked to the negative of our 12 volt battery. And then now I'm gonna hook each one of our resistors. We have an 800 ohm, a 1500 ohm, and a 1600 ohm resistor. So I'm going to get readings on all three at 12 volts, 24 volts, and then 48 volts to see exactly how many milliohms we get out of each resistor at each voltage. Our first resistor is a 1600 ohm 1 watt. So we've got our negative hooked to the negative of the 12 volt battery. Got the multimeter set at 200 milliamps. And we're going to attach the positive lead to our resistor off of the positive terminal of the battery. And it's showing 8.2 milliamps. Now we have a 1500 ohm 3 watt resistor hooked up. We'll hook up our positive lead, and we're showing, let's say, 8.7 milliamps. Now we have our 800 ohm 1 watt resistor hooked up. We'll hook our lead up to it and see what kind of, this one's at 16. So for our 12 volt, the 800 ohm showed it was putting out 16 milliamps. The 1500 ohm showed it was putting out 8.7 milliamps. And the 1600 ohm showed it was putting out 8.2 milliamps. So 800 seems to put out twice as much as with the 1600 ohm resistance at 12 volts. Okay, now we have two batteries hooked up, so we're at 24 volts. And then we'll start off with our 1600 ohm resistor, and it's showing 16.3 milliamps at 24 volts. Okay, now we have our 1500 ohm resistor hooked up to our 24 volt battery pack, and it's showing 16 point, I don't know why it's dropping. It's showing 16 milliamps. Now we have the 800 ohm resistor hooked up, and it's showing 32 milliamps. And now for 48 volts, we have our 1600 ohm resistor hooked up. Got a positive lead going on here. Let's see what it shows. 32.4 for 1600 ohms at 48 volts. Now we have the 1500 ohm resistor hooked up. Hook our lead to it, and it is showing, oh, dropping like crazy. What's up with that? Alright, working on the 1500 ohm resistor now at 48 volts, and it is showing, it started at 32, it's doing a steady drop, and the other ones did that. Try this again. Getting hot. Oh, the resistor's heating up. That's what it is. Yeah, when we're running that power through there, the resistor's getting hot. Take it off now. Oh yeah. Oof. Okay, well, let's do just to get a quick test. A quick reading and we'll get her off of there. So at, is it cold? Yeah, pretty much. Right off it is 31. Okay, 31. Just double checking our 1600 ohm resistor. I didn't remember that one dropping. And it's hooked up to the 48 volts. Holding steady at 3.2 milliamps. And yes, it's very hot. Damn it. Ouch. That was not fun. Alrighty. Well, now we've got our 800 ohm resistor hooked up to our 48 volt battery pack, and let's see what it does. Holy crap. It's letting 63.5 milliamps. It's climbing up. Probably getting hot. I ain't touching it. Alright, we'll go with 63. Just to see what our readings are, I have a 3000 ohm 1 watt resistor. And we're going to try at 48 volts. So let's hook our lead to it. It's showing 17.3 milliohms. Whenever it's getting hot. Oh yeah, I got warm.